Yo guys, what is up, Crafter here, and today I'm gonna be taking a look at the topic that's been going all over the internet for about a month now. And as you've already seen from the title, it is going to be about Battlefield 1 players coming back to Battlefield 4. And the question is, why did they choose to do so? For the purpose of this video, I went back to playing Battlefield 4 for a whole day, just to see what are the differences between both games. And I was really surprised when I started noticing how better the gameplay was in this game. And before anyone writes down the comment that it's about nostalgia, no, it is not about nostalgia. I've never been a huge fan of Battlefield 4. But I have to admit that the gameplay variety and all mechanics that were implemented into Battlefield 4 are just better than those in Battlefield 1. There is actually some learning curve to master weapons, and in Battlefield 1 there is no. You just hold the button, because guns become more accurate the longer you shoot, so there is pretty much no point in tap firing or burst firing. While in Battlefield 4 it is very rewarding to get those headshots while tap firing enemies. Even the AEK, which was considered a noob and easy to play weapon, is way harder to control than any of the guns in Battlefield 1. Not only that, but you don't have the random bullet deviation on all automatic guns, meaning you can actually shoot straight and precisely. And that makes the firefights a lot more engaging. Like, it doesn't look the way it does in Battlefield 1, where the guy with the higher rate of fire weapon always wins up close. Another thing is content and the amount of it. If I want to play Assault, for example, I can go with M416, ACE-23, L85, AN-94, F2000, Scar H, whatever other good weapon there is in the game. And in Battlefield 1, I can't do that. Only weapons that are good are Automatico Trench and Hellriegel, and that's pretty much all. And if you're gonna pull off the argument that there isn't that much content in Battlefield 1, but people aren't using other weapons anyway, as some big Battlefield YouTubers say, they're just fucking stupid. That's not an argument. Like, people will never go for weapons that are not competitive. And in Battlefield 4, there was actually good balance between those weapons. You could outplay the guy with the ACE, with your AEK at the distance, if you could shoot and tap fire precisely. And vice versa. You could outplay the guy with the AEK up close with the ACE, if you shoot in the head. Also, we had the weapon attachments that allowed you to customize your weapon for certain situations or playstyle. And in Battlefield 1 we have weapon variants, but let me tell you, this is always the way that there is only one variant worth using and the other ones are just trash. Overall, gameplay was more balanced. There weren't any sentry or elite classes, and I don't want to look like I'm complaining about Battlefield 1, but some players are just purely pissed off just because they can't kill the guy and they don't have even chances against each other. There weren't any Behemoths in this game. People in Battlefield 4 were already upset and disgusted by the fact that they added UCAV, and now you have the airship, which is basically like raining UCAVs all over the place. But as we all know, this stuff like Behemoths, elite classes, it was all added into the game just for the casuals to get hyped and buy it. You're probably not surprised when I say that there isn't that much of a grenade spam in Battlefield 4 as well. But this is really weird for me. Like, DICE put resources for 2 years of making this game balanced and fixed in CTE environment. They balanced the game with at least the grenade spam somehow. But they've managed to implement fixes that actually reduced the grenade spam significantly in BF4. And yet, they release another title and they can't carry over the changes they've made. They've put time, they've put resources, they've put people into it. And now, they're trying to fix the problem of the grenade spam by implementing shit like Ammo 2.0. I may not be a game programmer or a designer, but DICE, you've already fixed this problem. Just carry over the changes you've made in Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 1 and we're all good. You don't have to release another patches for CTE testing grenade changes. Like, that's not the case. You've already did that and it worked. Okay guys, I know this video starts to look like I'm hating on Battlefield 1. I'm not hating on Battlefield 1, it's just the fact that Battlefield 4 had so much more to offer. And this, in my opinion, from my perspective and my experience, is why people are going back from BF1 to BF4. But, not making this video any longer than it has to be, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and as always guys, see you on the battlefield.